I haven't done one of these in a while, but I definitely wanted to make this right now. After playing with this version of Branded for so long, I had to shout it out in a video. Today, we're going to be looking at the 60 card Branded deck list. But first, if you want to support me and the channel, use my affiliate links in the description below, and you can also become a YouTube member to get early access to deck lists, exclusive Discord access, and much more. So of course, shout out to Nicholas for coming up with a theory that this deck is based on. It's not extremely different from the deck he played. I added some stuff and changed some stuff around to fit a little bit more of my playstyle, but still, this is the 60 card Branded build. And I'm gonna start off by saying that I think in this meta, which is, relatively over, but it's still like, you're going to locals and OTS championships. Still, this is the best version of the deck, in my opinion. The way that I play and the way that I'm testing currently, this list just performs the best against everything. So before we begin, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out this beautiful playmat. Don't you want this playmat? So head over to the link in the description and join the giveaway, the 12,000 subscriber giveaway for this very playmat. Look at this, just absolutely beautiful. So this huge stack of cards is the deck. We're gonna go over it and try to be a little bit quick, but this is everything you love about Branded is here in this deck. So without further ado, let's go into the deck profile. It's really even hard to just hold with one hand, but we're gonna try. 3 Aluber, 3 Fallen Valbaz. You'll see that we're actually playing, all the familiar Branded cards, but we're playing them at increased ratios, which means that in 60, you see a lot of them all the time. So these are standard even for the 40 card build, but you're going to see cards that are usually at 1 being played at 3, because what this deck relies on is just upping the ratios of everything. So you essentially have the same deck, but with just a lot more gas, which is why I love it. And also, the patchwork engine, I think, is really huge in this. We're going to get to it. So 3 Aluber, 3 of the Fallen Valbaz. This is, a little bit expensive, but we do play 3 Cartesia because this card is incredible. And we are playing 2 Quem as well. It makes a lot of sense. This card is not a starter per se, but it is a very strong card that you definitely don't want to get rid of when you activate Desires, which is also in this build. So we are playing 3 more Despia Tragedy at 3 because we are playing Allure of Darkness. This makes sense. Again, you want to draw it with things like opening, with things like patchwork, so you can start searching things. You don't brick on this because this is 60 card. It's just simple math, and this is great at 3. I really like it. And a card that I also like at 3 is Albion, Shrouded Dragon. This card is usually at 1, but again, it gets your engine going. It gets an Albaz into the graveyard, so you can start playing with things like Cartesia. And overall, I think this card is just amazing. You can side out copies of it, of course, when you're going second. But again, a really good card to start off your combos. And then we're playing 1 of Springand's Kit. We're playing 1 Ad Libitum. We are playing 1 Mercurier. I think these are fine. You don't need to play another Mercurier. Usually I say that if you play Allure, you need to play, or Gold Sark at that, you need to be playing another Mercurier. I think this is absolutely fine at 1. This card is usually a full brick in your hand, so you don't really want to see it. You just want to search it. Or if you banish it, it's fine because it's only a negate. You can definitely, this is not a must to open. This is not a starter. So these are all, your go-getters, but this is a little bit more of a brick. And then additions that I added to the deck are Dark Magician, which I really like Dragoon in this deck. It just makes everything so powerful because you can extend much further than your usual Branded builds. And this is definitely up to your choice, but I think Puppet in this deck is especially good because you rarely draw it because of the 60 cards, and your combos are just the same, and it's really easy to get to. You still can do the Sanctifier plus 2 negates combo fairly easy, especially now you're playing 3 Cartesia. This is a pick that I recently added into my deck because of decks like Kashira. You just need a way to auto win against them. You can take this out or, something else. You'll see there's a lot of gas in this deck, but you definitely don't have to play it. I do enjoy playing it at the moment. So these are the base Branded monster and side engines. And now we also have 3 Lubellion. You really have to play 3 because you you want to see this a lot. You want to get to Saronir, and this card is just really, really good. I think at 3 it makes sense. You don't want to play 1 in 60 cards. The ratios just don't work out. And then we are playing 2 Saronir and 1 Magnamut. Saronir is really good in Branded, which makes it an obvious choice to play 2 of it in this deck. Again, you don't want to banish it off of Desires too often. And then the 1 Magnamut, just because we have the room, we have 2 other more in the side. And then lastly, we have 2 Edgem Chain, because we are playing the beautiful Patchwork Engine package, because I really, really love that package. It gives the deck so much air and so much gas. Then for spells, we have a lot of them. We have 3 Fusion, 3 Fusion Deployment, 3 Opening, 3 Nadir Servant. Again, 60 cards. You're not playing any non-engine in this deck except for like Foolish Burial or something, which is also an engine card. You do want to see Nadir. We're playing Lulu specifically for Nadir. And again, Lulu is here. You can join the giveaway in the description below. But I think Nadir is really busted in this deck. Again, you know, it helps you play around Ash and help you extend further if you don't have any other plays. And then we're playing 3 Patchwork. We are playing 3 and not 2, so we can thin out our deck using Edgem Chain. A lot of the times, if you draw too much of the engine, you can't really activate this card, but you do want to get this card out of your deck. This is why we are playing 3. We're playing also 3 Allure of Darkness. We're playing 2 in red, which I think is really, really good. There's also an option to play 2 Chimeras in this deck. 2 in red is good because, again, 60 cards, you do want to sometimes run into this. This is good in your opening hand, usually. This is why I love this card. And then 2 Branded High Spirits can allow you to search almost any card in your deck combined with any card in your main deck. Honestly, you can send it, get a fusion monster into the graveyard, start playing, get a starter to your hand. This searches Cartesia, Quem, Albion, everything that you need in your deck. And at 2 is fine. I usually almost always side this out post game 1. And then for additional spells, we're playing 2 Polymerization for the package. We're playing 2 Desires. I really like Desires in this deck. Again, 60 cards. You don't get to banish a lot of your engine, so it's just really good. It actually draws you a card in Branded, which is crazy. 1 Branded lost. We need this in Super really soon. Regained, really good in this deck. Just gives you an additional grind. Again, usually side this out, but it fills up the deck nicely. Followed by the Grave, Gold Sarcophagus, Foolish Burial, and then for the last card, we are playing Branded Retribution. This is the entire main deck, 60 cards. Hopefully I didn't get this one wrong like I usually do, like posting, 39 card main decks, but I think it's 60 card. It should be. Let me know in the comments below. Then for the extra deck, pretty straightforward. We have 2 of the Iceblade Dragon, 2 Albion, 1 Lubellion, 1 Chimera. I played with 2 of these for a long time. I think you should definitely try playing with 2 of these. The fact is that I kind of missed having Queritus in the deck, and this was the card that I cut. So either play the Queritus or play 2 Chimera. 2 Chimera is actually really, really busted. 1 Sanctifier, because we are playing the Puppet. If you're not playing the Puppet, this card is actually cuttable. 1 Dragostapelia, 1 Titanic Lad. Really good for Nadir and for everything else. Queritus, again, interchangeable with Chimera. Rindbrum, Dragoon, Sprint. Please play this card. This card is nuts. If you're not playing it, this card can pop everything on the field, and it makes every monster on the field a super poly target. And then 1 Granguignol and 1 Lulu for the Nadir. There is a reason maybe to play 2 Granguignol, but I found it to be like unnecessary. The card that I actually missed was Queritus, so I cut 1 Chimera for it, but again, could definitely play 2 Chimera. And then for the side deck, this is important to know. When you're playing 60 cards, you don't really get to see your side. So the side strategy I went for is that I need a side deck that I can put every single card of my side deck into the deck. So hopefully I see some of it, maybe 1 or 2 cards, because it's not 40 cards. So this is basically all super impactful going second cards. And there's no Cosmics here, there's no Duster. You just need to play better against those decks, and this is why I felt like it was lacking without Dragoon. So I added Dragoon to help me against, things like Runic and Labyrinth that really just help, with untargetable removal, It's really good. And usually when I go second, every single card of the side deck goes into the deck. There's a lot of things to take out, but we are playing 3 evenly matched, 3 Nibiru, playing 2 Magnamut and 1 Druid's Worm. Druid's Worm is really important to out certain things. And then 3 Droll and Lockbird, and 3 Dark Ruler no more. Which means that if I go up against any combo deck, Kastura, Sprite, you name it, everything goes in. Everything goes in because I need to see a lot more parts of it. You know, seeing Dark Ruler evenly in 40 cards is a lot more likely than seeing them in 60 cards. So this is my side deck. This is my 60 card deck profile. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about this? Again, make sure to join the Lulu giveaway. She's right here. Look at her. How beautiful. Link is in the description below. And of course, again, let me know if you want to play this deck, if you are planning to build it, in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.